264 of our Gangster Glow Up, and what a day 264 it has been. And I gotta be honest with you, I never thought I'd be making a video like this, legit. However, since you and me make we, and you are my partner in crime, showing up here with your precious time, it's time for me to admit something to you and explain why I've been doing it. And basically, like, from this day forward, what I intend to do to change things. And I'm going to just come straight out and say it. I've been a day drinker. Yes, I legit have been a day drinker. And the reason why I've been a day drinker is because I was looking for comfort. I was looking for something that was going to make me feel a little bit better. I didn't know what to do sometimes. It burned. It burned. It was so uncomfortable. It was one of those gnawing things that I didn't know what was going on. However, I wanted it to stop. And so one day I just went in and I started day drinking. I made this little thing. I call it a mocktail because it's a Morgan cocktail, but it's my mocktail. And basically the reason why I did this from the very beginning is it was in the morning. I just had a cup of my decaf espresso and I wanted more. And I kept thinking to myself, no, this is burning way too much, girl. You cannot be doing that. So I legit said instead, I ran out to the girl fridge, grabbed me a Topo Chico. It was super icy cold. And I went ahead and I poured it in a little solo cup with some ice, dashed in some apple cider vinegar because I wanted some kind of flavor. I didn't know what I wanted, but I knew I wanted Flavor Flav. I wanted something different than just plain water. And so I went ahead and I said to myself, because like I just said before, I was struggling. I was in pain right here. It was hurting so bad. And I just so happened to have an ulcer. And I had heard before, and I will say years and years and years ago that drinking apple cider vinegar can really help when it comes to your stomach acid and help with ulcers and ulcer pain and things that go along with that. And so I was game on. I was burning. It was causing me to just feel it everywhere. It wasn't like one of those things where it was just burning. It was just giving me anxiety. It was leading to anxiety from having this gnawing, this burning pain. So I decided I had to start day drinking because I went ahead, I made this little drink up, and I don't know what happened. I took it upstairs with me, started doing my zip halo on my face while I was drinking this thing, and all of a sudden, lo and behold, legit, not only did my pain start going away here, I felt a completely different mind shift. And it was so interesting because I already knew though, if you have something going on like a panic attack, anxiety attack, I'm talking about like any kind of attack that just has a hold on you and gnawing, the food noise, even food noise, legit. You go off and you can go look this up. Therapists, doctors will say, have a warhead, a super sour candy on you at all times. And you put it in your mouth and all of a sudden what happens? Your brain brings you back to present. That sour sensation, it will hit up into your brain from your saliva, from your salivary glands. All of this is connected. Your teeth are part of your brain. Your tongue is part of your brain. It's a sense. That sense can do so much for you. It can share. I mean, we're talking about people when I'm looking at my girlfriend, Terry Least, who is doing this protocol right now, which go check out her channel. I'm not going to go on with it. I'm just going to say right now, she has a protocol that she has just implemented into her daily life and she's trying it out. And when I listen to her, and I think about this too, what is it about the apple cider vinegar that I added to my Topo Chico that made the same sense go off as when I tried the warhead. Because yes, I've tried that hack before. Me and Bradley over the summer last year, we tried the warhead hack. However, what was so interesting is this little concoction that I made. I already knew that Topo Chico, aka sparkling water, definitely does vagus nerve stimulation all the way from your mouth to the back of your throat and as it goes down. Some of you might be so sensitive that those bubbles, you can't handle it yet. If that is you, you have a couple little things you can do real quick. You can pop open the bottle and allow some of the carbonation to dissipate, or you leave it in your mouth longer until all the bubbles go away and you work your way up. So we already know we got some vagus nerve stimulation going right there. We have the sour from the apple cider vinegar, and married together, I had no idea that this day drinking, my epic little mocktail, was going to produce results like it has. It has changed so many different ways that I am smelling and tasting. However, it does help with my amazing little ulcer situation. And the funniest part about it is it really did help calm me down. I mean, think about the stress we put on our body when we are in chronic inflammation. It really feels like doggy do. And I mean, that is why Advil used to be a prescription. The 800 ones, that is a prescription. A lot of these medications that are out there right now, I mean, they weren't prescribed beforehand until they lost their patents. However, this is not a medication. This is something legit that hits the brain sensor the same way. And the lemon water that people like to drink in the morning, that can help as well. I wonder what it would be like if they put the lemon inside the Topo Chico, how that would be. I don't know. I do know though that apple cider vinegar has so many different benefits, from lowering your blood sugar and helping with the stomach ulcer situation, and the sour to get us into dose. The sour has the ability to trick up your little dopamine sensors as well. It is absolutely crazy. Just getting into the research and listening to it and knowing now how much adding this day drinking to my whole entire little glow up has legit stacked more dubs. These little tiny little things. Just imagine if you have some food noise going on, or if you have some anxiety or some stressful situation, and you're able, like if you can't get yourself to the apple cider vinegar, pop yourself a freaking warhead, or maybe one of the lemon drops. It just depends on like how you are. And if you're on doing the sugar fasting, this will work for that. If you're doing this on the carnivore, this will work for that. I'm telling you right now, I've seen the struggle bus going on across the board. And this has been something that I implemented on a whim, on an accident. And now it really has been a game changer, because I truly believe that time and patience is the only way to measure what really will work for you, and how your body can recover, and how you can give it just another level. Like I'm telling you, you can think I'm absolutely cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, and you're probably right about that. And I know that I wanted to put this at the beginning of the video, so in case this is all that you came for, was to hear about why I'm a day drinker, which I do have a little video that I videotaped this morning on what I love to drink, including my tea, like my blueberry tea from Red Rose. That is not one that I would say is part of this little protocol. However, do we recall my favorite beverage of all? And we're not including coffee. Okay, this is kombucha. I'm obsessed with it. Every night I drink this. And think about this, with an ulcer, I'm going upside down and doing all these crazy little tricks and spinning around. And for some reason, my kombucha apple cider vinegar situation has always come through. It has never done me dirty. And now adding the morning mocktail. It's a game changer. That being said, I'm going to go hop on pop right now, and I will have more and more little studies and more little examples for you if that is something that you would like. However, what I think is kind of fun is coming up with my little apple cider mocktails with all the little drinks that I have. So I'm going to keep working on that a little bit. And if there's anything that you would like me to test, hit me up and let me know. All I know is I have just seen so many people recently on the struggle bus. And you know what? We're not meant to be on the struggle bus all the time. We need to get ourselves to chilling like a villain. That's the way it's supposed to be. That's why we're gangster glowing up. And always know this too. All these little things that you lighten the load off of you just takes you to Chillville. And that's where you belong. Right here with me in Chillville, where we know already that epic dose of awesomeness is legit. And we got this. We have an ace in the hole. And Lady Luck is always on our side. That being said, let's go put day 264 in the books. And Detroit, let's go. Originally, this was going to be a standalone video, so I accidentally hit the button. Let's go put this day in the books. It's going to be super duper quick. Let's rock and roll. All right. Hopefully, my legs, I'll fall asleep by now. Hi. Hello, beautiful world. Happy Saturday. No, Sunday. It's Sunday. I hope you're having a magical day. Living the dream and living your best life. I am a slippy to the grippy gal tonight. Maybe that's a sign that we should just go ahead and always know that you, my dear, are so divine. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I appreciate it so much. Just know that you are beyond inspiring. Thank you for hanging out, chilling like a villain with me. And remember, you are my dear, a rock star, superstar, an angel in my heart. And I'll see you mañana. Choose just to drink some of the Topo Chico, and you get it cold out of the refrigerator, put it in your mouth, and just let it bubble up there for a little bit. Next step, swallow it down. Allow the carbonation and the bubbles to massage the inside of your mouth and your throat. And as it goes down, it has been shown to have a calming effect and to literally be stimulating that vagal nerve. Here's what's really interesting. You add in the apple cider vinegar, and not only is it been shown to help change your brain neuropathic energy at that point, like right when you drink it, it also has been shown to have an effect on your dopamine. And what's really crazy, if you've ever had food noise before that gnaws and gnaws and gnaws at you and is telling you, you gotta eat, gotta eat, gotta eat, and you have been through any kind of binge eating episode in your life, or if it has been something that you have been just dealing with and managing your whole life, this little kit and caboodle right here may just help. If you feel that food noise coming on, and you take the Topo Chico and you pour it in your ice, you can see I already started drinking it. Take a little splash of the apple cider vinegar and put it in there. If you cannot handle the apple cider vinegar and the Topo Chico without any kind of sweetness whatsoever, you can add a little bit of monk fruit or a little bit of stevia. It'll still work. it will still work, in my humble experience. I'll explain more about this in detail, but I wanted to share this in this video, part of my day drinking, because this really has been a game changer for me, and it happened completely on accident. And then if you've seen my video where we step it up, adding the caramel apple little situation, which is basically adding English toffee stevia to these two little baby boys, it's magic. I'm just saying right now, it's like, it can't hurt you to try it. And if it works, that is epic. Now, if it is something that you need to tinker around with, hit me up. Let's do it together. But I'm telling you, I have some strong belief system here after trying this out, experimenting with it. For me personally, I think this thing is a game changer. Even if I'm not feeling any kind of anxiety or any kind of food noise or just, chilling like a villain, I still go ahead and I day drink it. It's magic. Pure magic. We'll just hang out here for a minute and chit chat about something I thought was really funny. Now, first of all, do you hear him? He is giving the sweetest little kisses. Oh, I can't stand it. I love it. To the point where I've had in my comment section that I should not be giving my Sphinx kittens hay, and that could damage their digestive system. And what I thought was so funny about it was because of the way he is, and a lot of his mannerisms are that of a Sphinx kitten. And what I thought would be so fun, since I watch many of little skinny piggy videos that have a Sphinx cat as their little, I guess you could say, non-fur baby sibling, and those skinny piggies act just like the Sphinx kitten. It's so amazing to watch. And so I was thinking to myself, this is something that needs to be done at the Morgan house. You already know that if it has anything to involve something that is just like a new experience that you cannot control whatsoever, game on. So we are in the process looking for, oh my goodness gracious, a Sphinx kitten. And I am so for it. I would be all in to rescue one. I'm going to be doing the research, and I'm going to figure out how to make it happen and bring you right along with me. And oh my gracious, he is just kissing away. And I just can't wait to see what happens when we have another new little member added to our little naked family. And it'll just be so fun to have a little naked kitty to be with the piggies in the city. Well, we're in the city, aren't we? Yeah. Love and light. And are you ready for this adventure? I think it's going to be awesome. Yeah. Bye. Thanks for hanging with us. Here we are, beautiful Sunday night. Super clear. Not very breezy. Thanks so much for hanging out with me tonight. And just in case you did not realize, I am not drinking any alcohol. I haven't had an alcoholic beverage in so many years. It's crazy. Yep, my day drinking is a mocktail. And let me tell you, she's a beauty. Now it's time for you to run off and count some sheep, get your beauty sleep, wake up in the morning, and let's go make some more new beautiful memories. Thanks for your amazing grace. Mwah.